guys, welcome to the Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tashinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, let's get started with today's stories. So for today, I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but before dating apps, there were actually dating websites. And the two most popular were OKCupid and Plenty of Fish. And if you think dating nightmares started with dating apps, you guys are very, very wrong. They started on these sites. So let's see which one had the worst dating experience.
Fight!
I met this guy on OKCupid, which is basically the thrift store of dating apps. You might find something decent, but you'll probably leave itchy and confused. We'd been chatting, he seemed normal enough, so we agreed to meet up. Low-key, chill vibes, just sitting and chatting, no pressure.
So tell me your worst OKCupid date stories.
I'm thinking, we just met. Can we at least get through introductions before trauma bonding? I politely dodge the question and he doubles down like it's an interrogation.
Oh, come on, nothing? I stand girls up all the time. That hasn't happened to you.
What? Why are you admitting that like it's a flex? That's not charming, it's giving psychopath with a schedule. Then he brags and brags about purposely showing up 15 minutes late to every date so he can check the girl out and bail if she's not cute enough. And then he says I should take it as a compliment that he stayed. Oh, wow.
What a jerk.
Big time.
It's not a compliment. And he acts like it's normal. That's why he said, what, it's never happened to you? Like as if every single guy does that.
Even if you saw the girl and you didn't like her, a gentleman would actually still go through with the
Right,
date. Actually.
exactly.
So I don't know what you're doing, but good luck to you. Really.
Yeah. And like if you like the girl, but this girl is a very punctual person, 15 minutes late already starts the date like in a tense manner. Yeah, because like she's already annoyed with you, right?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't, no, 15 minutes is max. I've had girlfriends wait half an hour and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like, what about if she's like sitting by a window and then you just see his face here? And then you make eye contact. What does he do? Run away?
Clearly.
Oh my god.
For me, if you're 15 minutes late, we're not having the date, so I would have stood you up already. I would have been like, I'm not waiting. You're wasting everyone's time. And like, who do you think you are standing people up because you don't think they're cute?
Exactly.
Like, you matched with me for a reason.
And then he's trying to use it as flattery. Manipulation, that's what it is.
Yeah. He says I should take it as a compliment that he stayed. No, darling.
But OKCupid did kick me off their site.
Why?
So I don't fully know why. So what happened one day, I'm trying to sign in and it said like something like site maintenance, try again later. And now it's been like 24 hours that I can't sign in. And so I Google it. Like, I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Why can't I sign in? And like, how long does this site maintenance take, right? And I end up Googling it. I end up on a Reddit forum from Google saying that is just their kind of like their excuse when they kick a user off. So there's no actual site maintenance, but they just don't want to deal with you.
Oh, okay.
So then I ended up like messaging them and I'm like, hey, apparently I've been kicked off. I'm getting the site maintenance, 404 error, whatever. And so they wrote back and they said there was some sort of abuse where I was like rude to someone or something. Now, there was two instances. I was talking to guys in Dubai because I had gotten a job offer in Dubai. It never ended up happening, but I figured, let me start shopping early, you know? Let me get that grocery list started, you know? So I put my location in Dubai and I wrote, I'm moving to Dubai in 2 months. So I would like to meet some people.
Yeah.
And one guy wrote to me, this man was not from the Middle East, okay? He was a white guy.
Okay.
And he wrote to me saying, we don't want your kind in Dubai.
What?
And I was like, what are you talking about?
What are you doing there?
Like,
what are you doing there?
Yeah,
then?
Exactly. I'm like, what, were you born and raised there?
I don't think so.
Mr. White Skin? Like,
exactly, yeah.
And I think his profile said he was from the UK, actually. And we kind of like went off a little bit, and I was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I want to meet people. I'm moving to Dubai. I don't know anybody. And he was like, this is for business people. It's not for girls to prance around and whatever. So like,
wow.
You start with the insult. So I fired back, and I was like, well, you don't belong there either. So stop talking to me, like whatever. So there was that guy. And then there was a girl that also messaged me at the same time, and she wrote, "Hi, how are you?" And I said, "Hey, sorry, I'm not interested in girls." And she goes, "I'm writing to tell you that you ignored my friend." So now, like, because like a lot of people message you on these sites, right? Because there's no matches. Anybody can message anybody. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I wasn't interested in your friend. And I mean, there was no girl. This was the guy. This was the friend, right? Like I'm pretty sure he just created a profile under a girl. And I was like, well, I have the right to ignore someone. And she's like, it's rude and whatever. And she's like, she's going off on me. So I go back off on her going, I have the freaking right to like not talk to somebody if I'm not interested in them.
Yeah.
And then she said something, and I'm pissed off at this point. She said something and it was like grammatically incorrect. Like it was clearly like somebody whose English wasn't their first language. So I used that. And like I was in my early 20s. I was immature and
sassy Sarah.
Yeah, I was quite sassy. I'm sassy now, but imagine me in my 20s. And yeah, I just kind of wrote like, you're trying to make a point, but you can't even speak English properly. I would never say that now, but
hitting below the belt.
Yeah. Ouch. And then that's when I got kicked off. So it was either this white Dubai guy or this girl, fake girl who's defending her friend because I ignored him. So yeah, I did get into 2 arguments, and like I was like, can you tell me? I asked him, like, can you tell me what exactly happened? Like who it was with? Did somebody report me? And I'm like, and both times I'm like, yes, I've gotten, and I told him I've gotten into arguments with 2 users, but both times I was defending myself.
Yeah, it's true.
So, but they were like, no, further communication will be ignored. Like just.
Oh my God, Sarah.
Yeah. So OKCupid, not cool at all. We should have talked. Okay? You should have given me a chance to redeem myself. And you have the messages, too.
Exactly, the history.
So you could read through my messages.
So they're just being lazy. Yeah. They're just like, oh, next.
Or at least be decent enough to tell me exactly which message you thought was abusive.
That's actually a good point. Sarah getting in trouble on the internet. This happens
I know.
quite a lot.
Yes, it does.
Even now.
I cannot keep my mouth shut.
We love it.
And that's why I have a podcast, because I can't stop talking.
Okay, on to the next.
All right. Okay, so guys, the next site is POF, Plenty of Fish. I think this is one of the OGs, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so let's see which story is worse. Is it OKCupid or is it going to be this one? Worst date story. I'm 19, I've got a kid, and I meet a guy off POF. He also has a kid, and he's close to my age. I don't have a car, so he picks me up. We go to a sit-down seafood chain, which is a good 40-minute drive from my place. He seems nice. We have a normal first date chit-chat the whole drive. And he's driving attentively.
Nice.
We get to the restaurant. After we're seated, he is immediately rude to our waitress.
Oh.
Red flag. I was, and still am, in food-related customer service. I know then and there will be no second date, but it gets worse. He spends the next 20 minutes ignoring his food while telling me, in detail, how he would torture someone who hurt his child. He doesn't say anyone ever has. He just has spent hours thinking of how he would take revenge if someone did. I feel unsafe. I'm grossed out. It was pretty graphic. After complaining his food is cold, we finally leave. So I can be in the car with him for another 40 minutes. I treat him as if he might kill me. So I'm sweet. I hold his hand. He asks if I want to go meet his mom and child. I somehow get out of it. He drops me off at home. I kiss him back when he goes for it. I block him on everything and report him to POF. I didn't date again for a full year.
It's very, very strange that he brought up about if anyone were to hurt my kids. I would torture them. It's such a weird thing to bring up on a first date.
Right?
There's so many other things you can bring up and talk about. Why are we talking about this? Yeah. And it's strange how he's like, I think about this for hours.
Right.
Are you okay?
He went into detail. So like okay, I understand there's that whole mama bear, papa bear thing that you would do anything for your kids, right? Like people always say like I'd kill for my child, right? Yeah, like people do say that, and it's normal to have that hormonal love release when you become a parent. But this guy, it sounds like he's almost hoping that someone hurts his kid so that he can hurt them back.
So he can like almost like recreate his fantasy,
right?
In a weird way. You know what I mean? It's so strange.
Yeah. Like, is he trying to bond with her because she's also a mom?
Yeah, but there's ways of doing that. Like you said, you can just say, I would for my child, and leave it at that.
What would happen, like, your kid is, let's say, 6 or 7, and they get into a fight on the playground, and a kid pushes them off the monkey bars. True. What are you gonna do to that 6-year-old kid?
Some parents get violent.
To someone else's kid?
Yeah, I've seen it, like in movies.
You'll go to jail.
I know, but I've seen it in movies, and I feel like that comes from somewhere.
If a kid pushes another kid off the monkey bars, let's say, it's not right, and they laugh about it, whatever, right? Kids can be very cruel. Exactly. But it's up to his parents, it's up to the school to discipline him. Yeah. But this guy has some weird fantasy. What's he gonna do? He's gonna torture another 6-year-old kid? It literally sounds like he wants his child to get hurt, so he can hurt that other person.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a place for people like you.
Yeah, it's called hell. Or jail. Jail probably first and then hell. He went into graphic detail, apparently. And he's rude to the waitress. He doesn't eat, and then he complains that his food is cold.
Why did you eat it while we were talking about it? Like, what's going on?
Eat it instead of talking about torturing somebody.
Should people like that have children?
Probably not, but there's a lot of people who shouldn't have children.
It's true. My boyfriend always says that, we have to take tests for driving tests, for things, but he's like, we really need to take tests to be parents.
In classes. Classes. Oh my God.
Was like, for real, we do. And I'm like, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Good for her that she played it safe, was really nice, overly nice.
Yeah.
In the car drive 40 minutes. Why did he ask, do you want to meet my mum and child?
Yeah.
Mum? I don't want to meet your mum.
On the first date? Are you kidding me? So she got out of it. She doesn't say how, but she did get out of it. Thank God, because that would have been super awkward. And poor girl, you feel unsafe, but you're stuck 40 minutes in a car with him, and now he knows where you live too.
She's braver than I am. I don't know if I could kiss someone like that. I swear, even on the cheek or a peck on the lips, I don't think I could.
I think I get it. I get the fear.
It. I really respect it, but to kiss someone?
Yeah, I think I would. If I'm that scared, and if I'm that scared to the point where I'm like, I've got to be nice to him, yes, I'll kiss him and then block him.
I can't go into that mode. I'd be I'd be like this. I wouldn't be able to take it. Internally, I'd be like... No, my problem is, when any kind of emotion, you see it on my face.
Okay, yeah.
I can't fake this. So I'll be like, just get me home, don't touch me.
Imagine how awkward it is. You already know, she knew immediately. Within, 10 minutes of sitting down, there'd be no second date.
She is brave going with him, though, I must admit. But you must have been so scared that you were like, that's it. White flag, I surrender.
I admire that. That was full on survival mode, you're right. Yeah.
Scary shit.
Good for you for just blocking him afterwards. Okay, I'm done. And good for reporting him on POF. Because,
that's true. Ugh. That's true, I would instantly.
Yeah, same here. Okay, guys, which one was worse?
I would say your one.
Mine? Yeah, my guy was scary.
Yeah, because this guy is just an idiot and rude and is just playing games. I think your one is the worst because I feel like you could really be unsafe in a situation like this with a guy like this that admits this. So I would say your one. But okay, you guys tell us.
So, OKCupid versus Plenty of Fish. Hey guys, so those were some crazy dating stories from the old school dating apps.
And as always, guys, if you have any interesting, crazy dating stories, good or bad, we want to hear from you. We'll leave the email on the screen now. It is thespillandgrill@gmail.com. Disclaimer, as always, we are not professionals, we are not doctors, we are not therapists, we are not dating coaches.
We're not professionals in any way. We're not behavior analysis specialists. We've never even taken a psychology class. Okay?
Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe. We just like to talk. And that's what we're here for. And we like to share stories. And we are building a community. So if you've got a story, please share it with us.
Exactly. So if you are listening on Spotify, you have been listening to The Spill and Grill. And if you are watching on YouTube, you've been watching The Spill and Grill. I'm Tashinga.
And I'm Sarah.
Take care, guys.
Bye.